Welcome back.
Today we're going to share a heartwarming tribute to rotund king Rush Limbaugh.
Then we're going to share some of our personal news and introduce our brand new segment, The Chopping Block.
This is the Boredroom. I'm Sara.
And I'm Rachel.
You ever get that feeling that you're being watched at night? You are. You need to learn to lock your doors.
We're going to get this episode started off on a somber note today. A titan has fallen. Okay, Rush Limbaugh has passed away.
He's snorting lines and doing nines in the afterlife now. Right up there with Robert Mugabe.
You know, not only did he inspire us to start this very podcast, but his hot takes made us the women we are today.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't know where to stand on slavery. Because prior to him, I was on the fence. And you'd think that, me being black, I'd be against it. However, he so brilliantly pointed out the cons and the pros, like guaranteed employment.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be graduating soon. I'd kill for that. And no one brings that up.
That's very true, I think he's going to get the respect he deserves, though. He's going to be laid to rest in a way he would have loved, He's going to be cremated and have his ashes sprinkled in a large KFC cup.
It's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
So if you're hearing this, buddy, Rush, Limb, hefty bag full of mayo, our little nickname for you.
Yeah.
You'll always be in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was really emotional.
Wow. I'm tearing up right now.
Yeah, you can't hear it, but...
Yeah, you can't hear it, but we're sobbing hysterically right now.
Yeah. So, now that we have gotten that sort of heartbreaking part of the podcast out of the way, we can delve into other juicy news.
Yeah, Ted Cruz is definitely getting under some fire lately.
Texas daddy.
Yeah.
He got that. I want to shove him in a locker so bad. He grew that beard. He did that thing that, what is his name again? I was going to say Eric Trump, but that's the Habsburg Prince one. It's the other one. Junior. Where they grow the facial hair to disguise from the fact that they don't have a chin. And we're like, it's accentuating it.
Yeah.
You can't fool us.
Yeah, that's very true.
When he went to Mexico with his little...
What's daughters?
He has?
My he has.
He has, I don't know. It's weird. There's so many little Latina girls that are named Mija. It's kind of weird.
That sounds familiar. I've met people before.
Yeah. We understand culture. He went to Cancun, allegedly because of Coco. I don't think it's true. I want to believe it.
Yeah, I wish that post was true. But yeah, he was fleeing because Texas is frozen over right now. I've been seeing all this crazy stuff. Praying for Texas right now, sending our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, but
not
no money.
Any of our money.
No.
Just our thoughts and our prayers.
Well, I can't send any money. I can't donate to anything anymore because anytime I do donate to the Red Cross or any sort of charity, my bank fully shuts down my credit card, and that is another joke.
Yeah, they're like, someone stole your credit card. They're donating to charity right now. That does not sound like you.
That happened this summer. Lebanon, I was like, let me throw them some cash. And then my bank was like, we've noticed some suspicious purchases on your account. Yeah. So that's what I get for being a good person.
Yeah. You should know by now. Okay, good people never make it far in this world. Have we learned nothing from Rush? Come on.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare bring up his name.
You know it's a sensitive. You know I used to intern for that man. Not officially.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd make me wear a dog collar. It was very weird. So there was Ted Cruz. He's off. I don't know. Let him stay.
Yeah.
Close the border.
Let's get Beto or whatever back in. What's his face? The guy standing on the
Beto
tables?
O'Rourke.
Yeah. I want him back. What's he up to?
He was in a rock band. He said the F word once. Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's just like us. He's so relatable.
He's so tall.
And he's so sweaty. Every picture of him I'd see, he'd just be drenched in his little blue button-up.
Yeah. Profusely sweating.
Yeah. But, that made me want to vote for him more. I'm not even in Texas, but I voted for him.
If you don't sweat a concerning amount, I don't trust you.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet Ted Cruz never sweats.
Probably not.
His pores can't. His body can't, regulate heat.
Yeah, he's cold.
That's why he constantly has to move to temperate areas.
Yeah, that's why he went to Mexico. He had to warm up. He was getting too cold.
New theory. Hey, I don't know. Maybe this is the consequence of being in power. Have you ever seen Obama sweat?
Never.
Exactly. We're all over the place. Where do we stand? Politically?
I sit. Okay.
That's brilliant. I want that on a bumper sticker. Where do I stand politically? I prefer to sit down. That would sell.
Yeah.
That
all
would
those
sell.
white liberals would buy that.
Oh my
in
God.
A heartbeat.
It would immediately, I would say, in certain states, Ohio.
Yeah.
Just the swing states, actually, when I think about it. It's not a very lucrative business model.
Yeah.
The new, what is it, Perseverance rover? What kind of name?
Oh, yeah.
Landed on Mars.
Mm-hmm. Pretty exciting.
Perseverance.
Yeah.
It made me want to see it break down because I thought that would be funny.
Yeah. But yeah, it did land. It landed successfully. We got to see all those engineers cheering and being all excited.
I've seen them. They're like, years of work, finally. Yeah. And then imagine if it blew up. That'd be so funny. Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, like a lot of missions to Mars like aren't successful.
This is the hubris of man to be like, we're gonna start space tourism, and people are gonna gonna go up there. I'm like, listen, any money that you invest in space should be for like blowing up asteroids or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But space tourism, first of all, it's a scam. The rich are just getting ready to leave in an escape shuttle, and they're like, it's the first trip to the moon. We're going on vacation. It's like there's fully a colony up there, and they know. They know something is about to go down.
Yeah. They're growing potatoes in the dirt. I've seen The Martian. Yeah, I know what they do.
We know Elon Musk's baby in Grimes. He's going to be like the reigning emperor of the Mars colony. Yeah. We're already screwed.
That's true.
I just can't wait to get enough money where I can be one of them. It will never happen. It's a pipe dream.
Yeah.
That's the grand illusion of America, is we all think one day that'll be me, and it's like, Greg, you're 55 and you work in middle management.
Yeah.
You're not going to be invited to the bunker.
It's sad, but it's true, you know?
Yeah.
The Mars rover, everyone was talking about how, oh my God, it's so cute. Like, look at it, how exciting. Because it sent out like a picture. Like it sent out like a message that's like, I'm here. Here's what the surface looks like. And like the little picture, I was like,
it's cute, like WALL-E.
That freaks me out. And also, okay, WALL-E like is cute. It's tiny. It makes little trash boxes.
He knows.
He's very cute. But the Mars rover is giant. Yeah. Like it's way bigger than a person. I don't think people realize that sometimes. It's one of those big, huge trucks that like those redneck people drive. Like it's a truck you see in like the Wawa parking lot. It's got a Confederate flag flying behind it.
It's got those like metal nuts that they dangle from the back.
Yes, literally. You know they have like a Blue Lives Matter bumper sticker on there.
I've never seen a car that was gendered until I saw that.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like, that's a man car.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about these shuttles. I feel like if they gave them cool names, like Throckmorton. Or just like Nicole. Wouldn't that be... Oh my goodness. I want that so bad. Perseverance, that gets a name where they name... Most space things are just given like K515 or something, you know.
some acronym or something.
But they should go crazy. Who would stop them? Who signs off on this? Is there a committee?
I think it would be funny if it was like businesses and like companies could sponsor them. So it's like the Taco Bell rover.
Oh my God. The Chalupa Grande. You know for a fact if there is actual space tourism, on the side of that rocket is literally going to be like sponsored by AT&T.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so disgusting. It's going to be so disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we've discussed all of the news that has happened, I would say, in the past month,
all of it.
The entirety of last month.
I think that's all so far this year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there was that thing in January where people went to the Capitol. It looked fun. Don't know what that was about, but we can move on to our personal news, which I would say is more important.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely more important than the country, and like no question more important than the world.
I hear that you've been trying to eat healthier.
Yeah, I'm trying because, you know, I'm getting older. She's growing up. Yeah. You know, she's not a little kid anymore.
Yeah, you're like 2 decades old now.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. But yeah, I'm like, I feel like I'm a grown up. And maybe I should start saying adult instead of grown up. But I feel like I need to stop eating dino nuggets and mac and cheese every night for dinner because that's sort of my current diet. So I was in Lidl the other day where they have outrageous prices. Go to Lidl.com/boredroom. No, imagine if we got a sponsorship from Lidl.
Yeah, we don't. Unless, you know what, screw Lidl's, no. Unless you give us money, we're not helping you out.
Yeah.
Continue.
I didn't go to a Lidl. I went to an unnamed grocery store. And I got some salad, like those bag salads that they have. Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, I had to like find the produce section because I've never been there before. Yeah. I go straight to frozen and straight to the bakery. So I was like, okay, here's where that green stuff is. Yeah. Picked up some of those bags of lettuce. I picked up one, but then I kind of did a little circle back because like only one other person was over there. And I was like, if I'm going to be healthy, everyone in the store has to know about it. So I did a couple laps around. I ended up getting like just like a vat of like spinach. I got like 2 bags of like mixed lettuce, which I was like, that's a little racist, but okay, I'll purchase that. And then I got some shredded lettuce because I like to go crazy, sprinkle it on stuff.
It tastes better than whole lettuce.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. So I did that. I'm trying to eat salad. I had a salad for lunch today, which, okay, if you saw my salads, you would be like, where's the lettuce?
Yeah, there's like a garnish.
Yeah, I put like 2 pieces of lettuce down, and then I sprinkle like half of a bag of like shredded cheese, and I douse it in ranch. And I'm like,
this is salad. Anything counts as salad if you put like some lettuce on it.
Yeah, like there's something green in it. Yeah. That's healthy.
Did you like grope the produce? Because you have to do that.
Oh, of course. I felt up everything in there. The tomatoes, gave them a little poke. I do a little Joe Biden style. Yeah. I give them a little sniff, rub their little produce-y shoulders, call them Jack a few times. Whip off my little aviators around them.
Get a little too close.
Yeah.
Tell them that they've really matured since the last time you've seen them.
Yeah.
There is nothing more bougie than like going to the cashier and then just emptying out just vegetables and just being like, oh my God, it's so healthy. I think I would say that it beats actually being healthy.
Yeah, that's like the girls in like high school that would always buy those salads and then they would shake them for like 3 entire minutes after they pour the little dressing cup in.
And it's like it's so performative. We get it, Kimberly. You can stomach raw vegetables with just like balsamic vinaigrette.
Yeah.
And some of us are not that evolved.
I don't know how they do it.
I had to start eating vegetables over this pandemic because I think I got to a certain point where I'd get aches and I'd be like, my body was like, please eat a vegetable. We are begging you.
Eat something fresh.
Yeah. And usually I could just beat my body into submission by taking a nap or just regular beatings. And so I ignored it. And then the world went to doo-doo. And that's when
watch your language, Sarah.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Show
sorry.
some respect.
I'm so sorry to any children that happen to be watching us. We like to be positive role models.
Yeah. We know this airs on Nick Jr. every morning, so we really want to apologize.
We want to make sure that those formative like memories that you kids are developing are positive. Mm-hmm. So what was I saying? Something about vegetables, yes, because my body is dying. Started eating it. I started doing the same thing you did. I put spinach in like unhealthy stuff, and I'm like, it's a pizza salad. Like, what do you mean? But now I do. I'd say the true mark of entering adulthood is, one, calling people just to be like, hey, I just wanted to say hi. Like you're like the friends of your family or whatever, and they appreciate it so much. It's so lovely. And then it's also being able to just eat vegetables with like a little bit of dressing.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're like, oh, wow, it's starting.
Yeah. Then your back starts hurting.
Oh my God. You start looking for like house listings on Zillow. You're not even, you don't have any money.
Yeah.
But you start looking for it, you're like, oh, that foyer. Oh.
That master bathroom.
Yeah. Once HGTV becomes a regular part of your life, it's over.
Yeah, once you have that channel memorized, it's done.
Speaking of other personal news, beauty related, I'm thinking about getting the gap in my tooth put back in. If you guys didn't know, My teeth used to be jacked. I'm talking like Appalachian Trail, Deliverance jacked.
Yeah.
Deliverance, by the way, is a film about two guys. Look it up. If you don't know what it is, look it up right now. I would say you won't regret it, but you will. But that's why I want you.
Yeah, that's why you have
to look it up. There's a scene where these like two little tiny inbred dwarf people are like sitting on a porch and they're like playing the banjo. It's incredible. It's phenomenal. Yeah, but I want to get my gap put back in, but just my gap, because I want to be able to squirt water out of it.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Like a hose. Because, like, and then it would be great if you could, like, shift the size of the gap. So,
yes.
like, if you want, like, a big spray, you just want a little tiny little spray.
Yeah. Do I want, like, a SpongeBob or a Madonna?
Yeah.
I want to look like I floss with a mattress. That's a joke I've heard about people with gap teeth.
Yeah.
Speaking of Madonna, she has a baby. She adopted a brown baby, not recently, years ago. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming it's not a baby anymore.
What if it still was? That'd be kind of wild.
That'd be shocking. Like Britney Spears. I mean, first of all, hashtag free Britney. But also, yeah. Britney Spears' children have been 7 years old for the past 10 years. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. They have been the same age since 2010.
Yeah.
Don't look that up. I'm just saying, maybe they just look inordinately young.
They've got good genes, okay? Britney ages really well, so...
She's only, like, 35. She's not... Wait. She's been famous because she got famous when she was, like, 16.
Yeah, I swore she was, like, 50.
Right? She's just been around for so long.
That's wild. That's like Adele's, like, young, right? Like,
Adele is younger than Carly Rae Jepsen. She's not even... Adele is younger than Taylor Swift.
Stop. That's crazy.
She came out of the womb in, like, a black cardigan.
Yeah.
And singing like a beautiful song about heartbreak.
Rolling in the deep.
That was so far.
I think that sounded
more like Johnny Cash than Adele.
Okay, Adele's Tiny Desk concert. I don't know if you've seen that.
The NPR?
Yeah. It's really good.
I have not. I've seen the Anderson Park one, Anderson Paak. They are so good.
Yeah.
What is an Adele concert even like? Just people like swaying
crying?
Gently?
Yeah. I think they like give you tissues or something.
Yeah. I assume she just like stands there and there's like soft lighting.
Yeah.
It's like like a Celine Dion concert. Apparently she does this thing where she puts like moisture droplets or something in the air to keep her like vocal cords fresh.
That's fun. A little throat coat action.
And then she always stops like in the middle of the song and she's like, "Can I sit with you? I want to be with the people." And then at the end, and then she sings a little song. She's like, "For the children." And then she goes like, "Ha na 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 ha ha." And they're like, it is, that distinct French Canadian yodeling.
Yeah.
I think honestly we can talk to our booking agent, try and get her on. Maybe do a little song.
We're big time, so we can book like any guest, I think.
Yeah. Besides gaps in teeth, are there any like weird supposed flaws or attributes that you find to be attractive?
You know, receding hairlines, acne, overbite. No.
Yeah.
Everything about me. No, but I was thinking the other day because like my forehead sometimes goes like crazy, but like this might sound bad, but like if I was dating a blind person, like I could give them a story every week with my acne. They could just feel my forehead.
They're like, "Oh my god, it's the soliloquy from Hamlet on your forehead."
Yeah. Like, who would not want that, you know?
That's beautiful.
Come on.
Sometimes I look at your hairline and I'm like, Rachel, it's Millie rocking. Like, it's actively moving.
It literally is.
I say that, but, like, my hairline is not necessarily the problem. It's that I am fully going bald in certain parts of my hair. Like, that's why I always do a center part. It's just to conceal.
You gotta hide.
It's so thin. My hair is very long. It's getting to, like, that... I almost look like I'm in a cult if I straighten it because it's so long. It's, like, almost gross. Yeah. But it's so thin and greasy. People don't know.
Bad combo.
So you like winning combo, the acne, the hairline. I personally like handlebar mustaches.
Oh,
hot take. Know this is not necessarily handlebar, but just like no beard, but just like a big, good bushy, good stash, but trimmed.
A Steve Harvey stash?
No. Oh no!
Did I ruin it? Did I just ruin it?
You absolutely destroyed it. I would say it's not even necessarily his mustache. I would say it's everything else, and also his teeth. I feel like he could bite me in half. All Steve Harvey does is literally pander to like middle-aged women.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a tangent. We're not going to go into that. But like handlebar mustaches, if you don't look like you were working the night shift as a cop in Reno in 1977, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
That's the level. I mean, we don't necessarily stand with cops. We're getting a little too political, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. You think of the handlebar mustache and you're like, use a narc. Use a cop. But I love it. I like, it's like the Village People look.
Yeah.
Makes me think of like summer nights in the 1970s. Fully decades before I was even born.
Yeah, I'm so nostalgic for the 70s.
I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it's so shocking because I never thought that I had daddy issues until I realized how oddly attractive I find these slightly older guys with the mustache. And sometimes you just can't explain why you like something.
Yeah.
And I refuse to be ashamed. I mean, I should be, but I'm not going to. You say you like feet?
Oh, yeah.
Gnarly feet.
Yeah. Just like big bunions. Ew, I'm sorry. I can't even.
So like they can't walk.
I can't even commit to the bit.
I like you like your partner's immobile, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen? I don't know what it is. Okay, no offense for your guy out there, but men's feet are disgusting.
True.
They're nasty. They're so gross.
Yeah,
it's true. I've never seen a man that had nice feet.
Yeah, not even Harry Styles has nice feet.
You said you like glasses, which
yeah.
I mean, thank you. Ignore the hot glue that's actually keeping this together.
The Band-Aids that are tying it together. But yeah, I feel like glasses to me, I guess, were like what braces were for other people. Because like I never had glasses, so I was always like, what would it be like to have glasses? You know,
horrible.
What would it be like to not be able to see?
Yeah, you don't. It disgusts me. The fact that you can wake up in the morning, get up out of bed, your eyeballs just work normally.
Yeah,
I'm blind if I don't have my glasses.
Oh my God, can you read my forehead?
Oh my! First of all, I cannot read Braille because I don't have any sensitivity in my fingers. The nerve endings are completely dead.
Yeah,
that's what I get because I tried to like sort of sand off my fingertips just in case. Yeah, I didn't want to be followed
for your stealing habit.
Yeah, but then I just ended up destroying. I just had little nubs.
Yeah.
I can't believe you wanted glasses. This is the thing.
Yeah, I was always jealous of people with glasses.
The glasses do give off this sort of air of intellectualism because they're like, oh. They read. It's like, no, I just have poor genetics.
I can't read. That's why I'm wearing them.
I would say I had both glasses and braces and frizzy hair. I was
the
fully,
full package, right?
I was the full, like, before shot of any of those stupid, like, makeovers.
Yeah.
I didn't have acne, however, and that's how I know that Mother Nature, at least in one area of my life, didn't hate me. Yeah. And I ate horribly, didn't drink water, didn't wash my face. Didn't do anything, not a single pimple.
You're a lucky one.
Yeah. And that's how you know that all of these skincare routines, nothing. I wash my face once a week.
Yeah.
And I glow.
Dang.
Like I have been subjected to radiation. I'm luminous.
That's crazy. I've got like 8 creams. I like rotate. I've got like all these different wipes. I rotate, which things I use, which days. I think I feel like they're like secretly just giving you more acne to make you keep buying them. Like I feel like it's a scam.
Like the chapstick thing where they're like, they put blades, like they put like mini glass shards. And it's like, I just think that your lips get accustomed to not being crusty all the time.
They get used to it. And then they got to learn to build up their own strength by themselves. Yeah. This chapstick won't be around forever.
I don't care if I'm supporting big chapstick. I would rather die than have crusty lips.
True.
If you said that about glasses, headgear, like full on like 1980s, I don't even think people...
I had that. I literally had headgear.
That is, okay, headgear and back braces, hear me out. I love it. I know there's suffering. I get that. You have scoliosis. We stand with you because you can't stand on your own. I think that combo, maybe because it's just such a like stereotypical like nerd type of get up. It makes me want to hug them, but I also think it's attractive, oddly enough.
Yeah, because I feel like it's like I want to take care of them.
Yeah.
Like I want to appreciate you.
And it's the weird, awkward movement where they like have to turn their whole bodies.
Yeah, they can't just turn their neck.
You can hear like the jingling of the metal.
Yeah.
It's nice. I want to know when my partner is coming. That sounded wrong. I meant like No, wait. I was going to say no.
Like
I would like to know when they are near.
Yeah. It's like how bats or like dolphins have that like sonar system built in.
There are certain people that are not considered hot. The classic being, okay, they're not hot, but they are hot.
Yeah.
And that they have a cult following.
Yes.
Like Adam Driver.
Yes.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes. Okay, I'm not proud to admit it, but I was a big fan of Sherlock a few years ago. Okay, I was a Sherhoovian. What's super Lock?
Super Hulock?
Yeah, Super Hulock.
Okay. It's okay. Well,
I was partially there. I never watched Supernatural or whatever. I never got into that. But Doctor Who, Sherlock, I was into all that.
Listen,
I had a Tumblr.
We all make mistakes. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it. But Benedict Cumberbatch, I feel like it's just his voice.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the more I think about it, I'm like, it was just the voice and the fact that he was playing like a smart person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, a smart person with a deep voice. I think that
wearing
was the only
turtlenecs with curly hair.
Yeah.
He was one of those smart people that's like, I know everything about everyone, and I can psychoanalyze random straight. And you're like, this is not how smart people talk.
Yeah.
And I would know. Because I am very smart.
Mm-hmm. We're both actually like the smartest people on Earth. We actually were the only two people that worked on the Mars rover.
Yeah.
So
it's just us in our basement. Yeah. We FedExed it over to NASA headquarters.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, this is so good. Scrap what our engineers are doing. You know that tweet? That Trump tweet that's like, sorry, haters and losers, but I have one of the highest IQ.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Trump, a horrible person. He tweets like the meanest girl in middle school. They're incredible.
Yeah.
I still can't believe he was in charge of our country.
Oh, and like basically the world. Like he was one of the most powerful guys in the world.
I wouldn't trust him to manage like Alito's Pizza, let alone a country.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nick Kroll, you said, was a...
Yes. He's an enigma. Because I'm like...
you can't say that word, but...
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, but Nick Kroll, it's like... I look at him and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Come on. No. But then, like, I see another picture of him and I'm...
Then you see them lips.
Yeah, I'm like...
And you're like,
wait
ooh,
a sec,
you can feel them brushing up against you through the
yeah,
screen.
it's like, there's this one, it's like this like black and white picture. It's like him and John Mulaney. And like, it goes back to the glasses. They're both wearing glasses. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What's happening here?
I just think it's because if you find someone funny and they're a guy, this is a guy privilege, I would say.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're hideous as a girl, I don't know how many guys are like, she built like a Decepticon, but she's so funny. They're going to be like, well, you're a great friend.
Yeah.
But there's guys who look like gremlins that still get laid. Because they're funny.
Yeah, that's like all those tweets that are like comedy boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever. And it's like the ugliest guy and like the prettiest girl.
Why do we try? Why do we even bother?
Point?
But it's okay because we're both like really hot, but also really funny
and like super smart.
Yeah, and nice and rich, like so rich and clean. I can't think of any more adjectives. And humble. So kind.
So very humble.
So nice. Did you hear me talking about charity earlier in this podcast? I announce it.
Yeah.
I announce when I
donate
give money.
To charity.
Yeah. I want people to know because I do it for myself.
I never do it anonymously.
I'm up in that soup kitchen, selfie stick on lock. I'm taking photos. I'm live streaming it.
You're one of those girls that takes selfies at like the Holocaust Memorial.
Yeah, and I'm like, so sad.
Crying right
Clicking
now.
the link down below for these hair gummy vitamins.
Literally.
If only the people in Auschwitz had these.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was having a recurring thought about death. and specifically dying on the toilet, which is a fear. Because I said I would rather take a public hanging than dying anywhere in a bathroom, anywhere where like my genitalia is exposed.
Yes.
No. I am coming back to life to pull my pants back up.
Yeah. One last breath. Yeah, hike up your
pants. And the EMTs are like, it was crazy. She like came back for 30 seconds, and all she did was like hike her pants back up, you know, put on some chapstick and like rehook her bra, and and then she was gone.
Yeah.
I know they say that when you're on the verge of death or you're bleeding out, and they have to like take your shirt off, whatever, you don't really care, because at that point you're like, I just don't want to die.
Yeah.
But I feel for me, I'd be like, can we like leave it on?
Yeah, they go to get the big like scissors to cut.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, actually, like just let me die.
Yeah. I definitely like if I die naked, that's so embarrassing. Because, like, not only, like, because I imagine, like, a small child's gonna, like, find my dead body one day.
Just a random...
I just feel like it's gonna be a little kid, and it's gonna be scarring enough to, like, see a dead body. And then they gotta see, like, my dead naked body. Like, they gotta be exposed twice. That's
they're gonna
not
be
fair.
I guarantee you they're gonna be with their friends. They're gonna see your body, and they're gonna start roasting you. They're gonna be like, why your nipples look like that? I just hope that when I die, either it's very peacefully or it's like incredibly public and unbelievably like over the top.
Yeah.
I don't know. I blow up in the middle of Times Square.
Yeah.
Like internally combust, not like a suicide bomb.
Yeah. Okay, I would hire like a Michael Jackson lookalike and have him like hold me out in front of a balcony and then drop me. I'd find like the tallest building in New York City.
Oh,
I'd
that's
get my
so
little
good.
lookalike, bam, chucks me off the building.
Yeah. And then all the news headlines are going to completely ignore your death and be like, Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson's alive.
Back from the dead?
Yeah. I would love that.
I would want a death that is like so public and everyone's like, oh, this is so tragic.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know, I have a seizure in the middle of like the M&M store or something. And everyone, and all the German tourists are like, oh, ich bin feindlich, Ole. So sad. That'd be great. I just want to be the center of the attention. Constantly.
I want to be a New York Post headline so bad.
Yeah.
So
Could you
bad.
imagine? I want to be one of those like wacky ones.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. That's the only way to, I would say that's funny. Because people talk about like, oh, this death was so tragic. They, I don't know, what's a funny death?
Tased himself in the balls, the guy at the Capitol.
That's so incredible. This is our country.
That's a true American right there.
Yeah, could you imagine the founding fathers being resurrected for a few seconds and you just show them that headline?
Yeah. They'd be like, what's a taser?
Yeah, also, what is this device that you're holding in your hand?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fine. They're dead. Their little wigs and clogs. They didn't wear clogs. They wore like those little heels. They were those cute little heels.
Yeah.
They're gone. Founding fathers, I get what they did. Mm-hmm. I've read some of their work.
Yeah.
And let me tell you. Pretty good. I get it. I get it. They were not perfect human beings.
Yeah, nobody is. Okay?
So what? Perfect. They owned people. Yeah. Sometimes.
Everybody did during their time.
Yeah, except for the ones who were like, this is wrong. We shouldn't do that. And then the others were like, we don't care. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because I was watching this thing on Amazon that was like, what the Constitution means to me. And anytime there's anything that has any like overtly political messages to it, I immediately go down to the reviews. And you can tell because it's always like 40-something% will give it like 5 stars, but like 20-something% will give it 1 star. And that's the best. That is the area.
Yeah.
You know, it's polarized people. And the names are so stupid. It will be like 1-star review. Hi, I'm a liberal Marxist. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's a thing that isn't real, but so you can tell what their opinions of it are, and I love it. I eat it up. I'm like, delicious. When they're like, this is the leftist establishment's way of tearing down the founding fathers, and I'm like, why don't you read Jefferson's little diary entries where he's like, black people, they're not humans. Yeah. I'm like, that didn't offend you? Anyway. No offense to the founding fathers if they're listening to this, by the way.
You guys are listening right now.
Yeah, your wigs are great. I love your little shoes.
Yeah. I loved your slave teeth dentures.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm just saying, you can respect the work that people did, but then also acknowledge that they also did bad things. Yeah. It's not that weird.
Cosby.
Right?
Oh.
Please!
I'm so sorry.
Those Jell-O commercials, I mean...
some of his best work.
Yeah, those sweaters. Yeah, it's almost like he should be let out just for that.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of redeeming qualities.
Oh my gosh. We're already going off in a tangent. Remember, I think it was last episode we were talking about Snape. Yeah. And that went on for a long time. But that made me think about a new segment.
Yeah.
That we can introduce that's called the chopping block.
Dun, 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 the chopping block.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Wow, that was everything.
Wow. So in this segment, basically, we're going to be bringing up anything that is popular in like culture, either a person or a piece of media, and why we hate it. The piece of pop culture that inspired me to write this segment is the 1980-something classic Revenge of the Nerds. I watched this film because when I was in high school, I wasn't necessarily a nerd, but I was kind of a freak.
But only in the bedroom.
Rachel, there are families listening to this.
I forgot, we're on Nick Jr. right now. I forgot, I gotta be better.
Unbelievable. Okay. As I was saying, Revenge of the Nerds, watched it in high school. I have never been more incensed by a film in my entire life. And I'm going to tell you why. Every single one of those nerds in that film deserved to be bullied. I'm going to say it again. They deserved to be bullied because they are all horrible people. Everyone in that film is a horrible person. There's no one you root for. Yeah. I root, like the first shot where they're like taking stuff out of a car, like moving into a dorm, and I was like, oh, that's so nice. The fathers of the protagonists are helping them move in. Those were the main characters. These actors were supposed to be 18 years old.
Like 37.
And they're like, sir, you look like you have a mortgage and debilitating back pain. Yeah. I've never seen older looking 18-year-olds in my entire life. And to make things worse, it's the jock versus nerd dynamic that's seen in high school films, but it's in college. And I'm like, I have interacted with a football player in college maybe once in like an intro to psych class. And that's mainly because I'm sort of staring at them like, you know, messaging their friends in the lecture hall. Because I'm trying to read those text messages because I'm nosy. Basically, all of these jocks, so two-dimensional. I mean, they turn sideways, they disappear. There's no depth to them. It's absolutely horrible. And let me just say this. The nerds, not only are they worse, all the jocks do, I don't know, they seem racist. I have no proof. But they beat them up or something, and you're like, oh, that sucks. You know what the nerds do in retaliation? Apparently the girls, like the pretty hot girls in the sorority, they're like, we're not going to date you because you guys are nerds. And we don't date nerds, which is
that's
like...
what people sound like.
That's how women talk. You can tell the screenwriters have talked to women before. Yeah. After this, they're like, here's our revenge. We're going to have a panty raid in your sorority where we steal your underwear, and then they put like webcams in their shower room and they watch it. And what makes it worse is like one of the people in their nerd frat is like a 10-year-old Chinese genius boy. What? And they watch it with him, and I'm like, ugh, that's gross. You're showing a child boobies that you are viewing non-consensually, and I'm like, this is a crime. Yeah. This is very gross. And you'd think that would be like, oh, that's the worst of it. Nope. Because during a kissing booth thing, where, again, the girl who, mind you, the girl who told him, I don't kiss you because you're a nerd. Nerds are gross. The main character is like, I still love you, Eloise, or whatever her name was. I still want to be with you. And I'm like, okay, so you are even more shallow than she is, essentially, is what I'm hearing. He's dressed up in the same costume as her boyfriend, and then she mistakes him for her boyfriend, and so she goes into like a fun house, and then they start getting it on. And then afterwards, when he takes his mask off, and she's like, wait, you're not my boyfriend. And you'd think she'd slap him in the face, because that's a crime. That's assault, actually. But then she's like, but you were so good. I guess I'm going to date you now. And then they are just together. I'm not even making that up. And then they just are together, and you're like, this is... Wow, you're horrible people, and you deserve each other, I would say. Yeah. this is what I mean. What it infuriates me is that they don't have any problem with the hierarchy being unjust. They're just pissed off that they're not at the top of it.
Yeah.
They're slimy, and I don't trust them. And I can tell that the screenwriters of this film did not get laid in high school, and they never got over it.
Yeah.
So that was just my little rant. I needed to get it off my chest because this film made me realize that jocks are right, and we should bully nerds.
Yeah.
Even though I think I might actually be one.
Oh, I'm definitely one.
Yeah, we know. We get it. You can do math, and you understand numbers.
Whatever. I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah, you're a woman in STEM.
Yeah,
and I'm just a woman who collects them. That made no sense. That made no sense. That makes me... I collect vegetable stems?
Yeah, like from trees or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a nerd since day one. Like, I came out of the womb wearing, like, a calculator watch. Like, I was...
Swag.
Yeah. I had the drip from the start. But I competed in, like, math competitions in, like, elementary and middle school. Like, I literally went to, like, states. Like, I took a math test at, like, Johns Hopkins in, like, 8th grade. Like, that's how much of a nerd I was.
You cleaned up at those events, I bet.
Oh,
they were like, oh, she's got
a ponytail?
She's got a ponytail. She got a training bra on. Hot tamale.
No, I literally didn't in 8th grade. I just wore those, like, padded tank tops.
Okay. I thought you were going to say it's because your chest was inverted. And so with anything, you had to fill it up.
Yeah. That's where I kept my calculator.
I thought that I would classify as a nerd. Not because I self-identified as one, but I think just because other people kept telling me. It's like how I found out that I'm kind of a freak. When people keep saying, like, you're kind of creepy and, like, we don't like hanging out with you, you start to get the hints.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was, like, super into Lord of the Rings in middle school, and I wrote...
Nerd.
I deserve this. And I wrote a rap song, of course. Of course, me. I was like, I will rap a song. And I will say this, I stand by my lyricism. It was about Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Oh.
And then I found it, again, when I was, like, 14, 15, and I was like, let me make this video.
Yeah.
I gave myself a little teardrop tattoo. I put sunglasses on top of my regular glasses. It's the grainiest video ever. Super, like, frizzy hair. And I rapped the crap out of it using that royalty-free, like, hip-hop beat music.
You got any bars?
Let me think. It started off like, small hobbit about to spit out a verse on a journey to destroy a ring that was cursed.
Oh.
Y'all better not step on my turf.
Yeah.
Leave you choking and something like Gollum. I don't know. You can. I will try and link it.
Yeah.
I think I tried to do the Gollum impersonation where he. Well, hold on. I gotta produce more saliva. He's got a real wet mouth. He's like, stupid hobbit sister, fat hobbit sister.
Yeah. I think so.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you. That's my favorite line. I think it fully doesn't even sound like it anymore. It sounds like a lumpy space princess with a higher like octave.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did. And guess what? I put it on my dating profile on Hinge. Hit me up. You won't know where to find me, but I think that technically makes me. It makes me a nerd, I guess. I don't know. What qualifies people to be nerds anymore? Like, nerd culture is just a part of the cultural zeitgeist. That it's like, it's mainstream.
True.
There's nothing nerdy anymore.
Yeah, like Harry Potter. It's like everyone's
everyone knows. Like, oh, you can read. You were literate in the early 2000s is what I'm hearing from you. Harry Potter, I love Harry Potter. I started reading it because my sister was into it, and I'd steal the books to anger her. But then I started reading them, and I'm like, oh, these are actually good.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, too mainstream. Like Star Wars. Star Wars fans are the jocks of the nerd world. Yeah. They get so many privileges. They get the conventions just for Star Wars.
True.
If you're into Battlestar Galactica, you gotta drive out to, like, Tulsa.
Yeah.
For some small convention in, like, the lobby of a Marriott.
No respect.
Yeah, you get nothing. So Star Wars, Harry Potter, those are the two things. I say Star Trek, I would say, and Firefly better than Star Wars.
Yeah, Firefly. Only one season, though.
And then Serenity, the film.
Yeah.
Which is the name of the ship. The Firefly's the model, you fake fan. No one said anything. But it is great. I genuinely love Firefly so much.
Yeah.
And Star Trek, I'm talking Next Generation. Freaking Picard over Kirk. Any day.
Yo, Sarah's a freaking nerd.
Shut up. I only watch it because I want to stare at Patrick Stewart's bald head.
True.
It kills me when people are like, the Millennium Falcon would destroy the Starship Enterprise. And I'm like, you dweeb. The Millennium Falcon is like 1/20th of the size of the Starship Enterprise. You know what the Enterprise has? They have structure. They have uniforms that are color coordinated with little pins. Mm-hmm. They are a diverse cast of people and species.
Yeah.
And they got those cool little swivelly chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you got Chewbacca. And yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that was
like
beautiful.
I was just gurgling water.
That is... I think that was the actual technique that they used. They just fixed it in post. Yeah. Have you seen the Star Wars Christmas special?
Yes, I have.
Chewie has a family, which is, first of all, the fact that he screws, ew. He's done it. It's like Goofy when they gave him a son.
Yeah.
Who is the mother? Could you imagine just that on top of you? No wonder they had to kill off the mom in the Goofy movie. It's like, how do you design the woman who was like, Goofy? I'll take him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, those buck teeth.
Let's yuck.
He serenades her through whistling through the gap in his teeth.
Yeah.
That's how he got her. I will say that Max, his son, fully had a crush on him in the Goofy movie.
Yeah.
And you know how it's like, these characters they're not white or black, they're dogs. And I'm like, that's not true, because the musician who performed was 100% black. Yeah. Also because it makes me think of that, like, damn, you live like this meme. Have you ever seen the fan drawing of Max and the girl that he liked?
No, I don't think so.
Max is wearing like an HBU jersey, and he's got the Ankh symbol, and I'm like, oh, you made him into a hotep? Oh god, he's gonna start making Twitter posts that's like, my beautiful black queens.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've made fun of a good amount of people today.
Yeah. I think we've met our quota.
Yes, we gave that beautiful tribute to Rush.
Yeah. R.I.P. King.
Yeah, if you're a Star Wars fan, okay. You've made your choices in life.
Yeah.
And you're just going to have to live with them. And that's all we got to say on that. Tune in next week for another episode.
See ya. Yuck. The Boredroom with Sara and Rachel is a production of Rails Comedy Network.
The Boredroom is produced by Walker Green and edited by Rachel Nicewander.
Stephen Duranske is our graphic designer, and our theme music is by Doug Maxwell and Media Right Productions.
You can follow us on Instagram at Boredroom Podcast.
And if you haven't already, please subscribe to The Boredroom on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Like, comment, rate, and review. Tell us you love us. Tell us you hate us. Solicit us. We'll take anything.